ladies and gentlemen, this is Owen Mwatia, aka Daddy Owen, aka Papa Folole, aka Legrand Mopao, aka the man himself, Uncle Mutulele, and on my right here is Mr. Iggy.
Your anchor for tonight.
Yes, yes. Okay, the news.
Yes.
It is February the 14th, a day that is commemorated worldwide to show love and appreciation for someone you consider dear and special to you.
Whereas many bought flowers, chocolates, or sent cards to their loved ones, so did I. 50 abandoned babies were this afternoon treated to a special Valentine's Day at Life Home Trust, the home care for Destiny children, some who have been abandoned by their parents after birth.
Oh, so and as Catherine Omwando reports, Valentine's Day was a special and a rare occasion to them. Full stop.
At New Life Home Trust in Nairobi's Kilimani area, 21-year-old Gitome Karaoke and his Valentine spend the better part of the morning together. The two have been inseparable for the past 1 month.
These kids, that's all they have. Someone to share with them these special days that we share with our cherished ones. So we are like the cherished ones to them, or they are cherished to us. So I felt I should spend Valentine's with them. Say hi.
His Valentine was abandoned by his parents and brought here, where he now lives with at least 50 other toddlers with similar backstories.
It was Sunday Standard. I saw that it said that there was an article in there about babies being abandoned at the local hospital, and that there were no orphanages that would take them because they were HIV positive. And in those days, of course, it was a big thing. You know, you died with, if you were born HIV positive, they expected them to die.
Mary first started the children's home on the ground floor of her house in Loresho before moving it to Kilimani. In 20 years, she, her husband, and dedicated staff have rescued and taken care of 1,465 abandoned babies.
Now, on average, we admit about 10 babies a month, and we release about 10 babies a month for adoption. So it's a very busy home.
Over time, it has been the go-to home for most abandoned children.
They are either found by Good Samaritans, often thrown on a rubbish tip or put into a pit latrine even, or just left somewhere. And then they come via the police. If they come here or they phone us and say we found a baby, we tend to go to the police, get a letter, and one of the police will escort you here with the baby. But we always admit them. And they sometimes, mostly as well, they are left in hospitals. The mothers have come in and had the baby and gone out with visitors or somebody and just abandoned them there.
Because our focus is not so much on the rescuing, but the end, which is to have the baby adopted, we know that the baby needs to be properly freed for adoption, otherwise you or somebody else won't be able to adopt that child. So right from the very beginning, when we go to the police station, we are very, very anxious and very careful that we have all the proper documentation, because we know in a few weeks we'll be in the court with this child asking for it to be freed for adoption.
In those days, it was 1% Kenyans that were coming to look for adoption. Now it's 70 to 80%, which is absolutely fantastic. I mean, that is our desire.
On Valentine's Day, the children spent the day with their sponsors and volunteers. Incidentally, this year's Valentine's Day marks the home's 20th birthday. More reasons to give the little ones a treat. At 21 and still in college, Karaoke cannot adopt his baby, but he donates his time by volunteering at the home.
There are a lot of morals you learn when you're taking care of kids. I think patience is the most outstanding one.
The inside joke here is that single ladies can find good husbands here. While marriage may be at the back of Karaoke's mind now, he admits the experience has changed him.
I feel that guys need to come here a bit more often so you can withdraw that fear of children, because guys seem to have that sort of fear to kids.
For those who do not have the time to volunteer at the home, you can sponsor a crib.
It comes to a staggering 35,000 shillings per month per child. But equally, some people say, well, let me take 10% of that cost, maybe 3,500 shillings a month, and be part of a group of 10 people that support that one child.
If there are young people pregnant, don't want their child, their family don't want the child, we advise them to come and see us beforehand so that they can sign a document to say that as soon as the baby is born, that we will take the child.
New Life Home Trust centres can be found in Nairobi, Kisumu, Nyeri and Nakuru, where children in their teens live and are sponsored to go to school and mentored by volunteers. Catherine Omwando, KTN.